You alluded earlier to the differences between
Sure.
you and General Abbott on education. You believe, if I understand it correctly, that the Robin Hood system, the recapture system, is broken.
Absolutely.
You want to eliminate that. You want to replace it with a modest increase in the sales tax to replace the money that is currently being generated through the system.
Yes, you've got to
Talk that through specifically.
Okay, you've got $1.1 billion right now that is taken from 374 so-called property-rich districts and redistributed to the so-called property-poor districts. You obviously, I don't like it in principle because it's taking local school property taxes away from some districts. I believe local school property taxes should stay local.
Yeah.
I also believe it is unconstitutional because our state constitution says you can't have a statewide property tax. That's what this is. But you've got to have a steady source of revenue for the property poor districts. And I think a better way to fund the property poor districts is through a 0.25% increase in the state sales tax, which will get you $1.1 billion, but also is a fairer and more equitable way of funding education. I mean, and this is the time to get something done. I was with the superintendent not too long ago who had been a superintendent of a property poor district, and suddenly there's an energy find down in South Texas, Eagle Ford Shale, and now they're a property rich district.
His perspective
and
changed.
his perspective has changed quite a bit. But you've got to put people in a room together, and you've got to not only address the Robin Hood school finance system, but you also have got to address the disparity, certain districts that are comparable to other districts, and yet some districts get more per pupil than other districts.
You understand that General Abbott and the people who support him and oppose you, all they're going to hear from that soundbite is blah, 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 tax increase, blah, blah.
No,
they're not going to want to hear about revenue neutral. They're going to say, Tom Pauken is advocating for a sales tax increase.
No, I'm advocating for lower property taxes. And if they're
well, that's how you say it, but you are also advocating for an increase in
No, but it's
sales
revenue
tax.
neutral. Yeah. I mean, you got to find money to if you're going to lower property taxes, where do you make up the difference? And you make up the difference with a slight increase in the sales tax.
The last time I heard
I think
about
it's better. I think it's better to use consumption taxes than property taxes.
taxes.
I think it's a fairer system.